On May 16th of 2018, the new building that will house WSHU Radio was opened. After 30 years of working in a building poorly equipped for radio production, the station was on the cusp of a major change. The staff at the station believes that facility will catapult them into a new era of quality productions.
The new facility basically does two things for us. It allows us to take our current operation, which has grown to be in two different locations, and brings it back together into one. So we're all back under one roof. The second is it takes an overcrowded analog plant and gives us a little bit of elbow room in a digital plant.
As the program director, I have a staff of people, music, news, traffic, production. I'm fortunate in that the leaders of each of those groups of people are dedicated, I'll call them hardcore, public radio people. People who, they are there to make good product. They want it to be good.
Being in the new building is going to give us so many more possibilities for the way that we can connect with listeners with classical music. What I'm really excited about, and I've been looking forward to this for years, is finally having a studio where WSHU can invite musicians in for live performances. There'll be room for an audience, for a studio audience, but I think what's even more important is that anyone will be able to tune in and hear incredible live performances wherever they happen to be. Sunday Baroque is a great example of WSHU's passion for music because it started as a local program and we were so excited about it that we knew it had the potential to reach a much larger audience. So we offered it to National Public Radio and they were happy to pick it up. Now we're distributing it on our own and it is carried over hundreds and hundreds of stations, not just here in the US, but internationally as well.
It's really important to be conscious of the fact that this is entertainment. This is not just serious music.
As a public radio station, we are here to serve our community, and we think it's important that their voices are heard when their stories are being told.
And we know that's what our listeners look for, listen for. They respond to us anecdotally, and we see it in the ratings. It's the kind of reporting that they count on hearing in depth, whether it's hard news, arts, culture, whatever it is.
It's going to allow us to go more in depth on the issues that we explore every day on Morning Edition and All Things Considered, but it's also going to allow us to interact with our listeners in a different way.
Every media organization has to have a website. It's just part of the way you share information today.
The website does a lot for us. Number one, the website is a place where you can go and stream additional material. So if you heard something, we can put the longer interview on the website. It's also a place where we can add visuals because we're no longer just audio. We're becoming multimedia like everybody else.
It's important to bring young journalists, I believe, into the public radio newsroom to give them an opportunity to see how news can be covered, how stories can be told in a fair way, in a balanced way, in a very complete way.
So when we take on an intern or when we take on a fellow, we accept a real responsibility that it is our job to train them and to help them build a portfolio for the future.
In connection with that, and this is primarily through the news department, we've been able to bring some new voices from the Sacred Heart Masters program and from the Newman's Own Foundation Fellows program.
Having local news is critical to WSHU because it's what makes us different than listening directly to the network. It allows us to bring a local appeal that no one else can to our listeners. At the same time, we need to be more active in the community. We need to have a bigger presence. And that means more newscasters out at different events and being visible. It means more events in the community. It means inviting the community into our new facility, whether it's for a concert or a discussion or maybe even just a book reading. But it just means we have to be more community active as we go forward.